Do you think somebody can really love you and cheat on you? God!
Real.
So, do you think cheating can be a mistake?
I'm a firm believer that cheating can sometimes be a mistake.
Woo!
I'm a firm believer in that. See, and
Like, nigga, you tweaking. Go to bed, bruh. What's one of your biggest fears in life, man?
like, oh, this person trying to use me. This person did this person did that.
You
But
let
then
him
I had
use
to
you.
One of my biggest fears, that's a hard one to answer because for real though, like I'm not gonna lie, let me tell you something. When I first started on this journey that I was on, people weren't trying to hear what I was talking about.
If people was to say, I don't even like Tyrell no more, I don't love Tyrell no more, forget him. No exaggerating, I probably just wither away and die, bruh, for real. I feel like
You said you probably did what?
I probably just wither away and die, man.
Well, why would you say that?
I wouldn't be serving my purpose if I ain't making
But
people
see-
happy and inspiring people. Cause
That's why I.
All right, we in there, bruh.
Okay, let's get it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome, brother.
That's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the sweet and sour.
No, just to catch up.
Only ketchup.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. The right. Okay,
yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Look, man. I moved over here.
That's good. That's a good thing, though. Like, that's what I need to be doing, training my body again, just to have, like, because that's all I was doing was, like, eating, like, fruit smoothies and shit like that. But then I started back, like, eating cheeseburgers at some point. But it's all good, you know. Gotta have a balance sometimes.
All right, bro. So the first question is, what you think your purpose is out here, man?
My purpose, I know that my purpose is to heal. I'm a healer. I'm a light worker. I just bring light to any situation. My purpose is to help other people also to be awakened to their truth, you know, awakened to their power, their abilities of who they are, the magic that it is within the world. Showing people, you know, basically leading by example and showing other people that it's okay to take your own route, your own lane, do your own thing, and make your own way. I think that's my purpose.
Give me an example.
So, like, I do motivational lives all the time, but I do, like, healing sessions. I do, like, Zen sessions.
I said, okay. He talking some cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask you. This is my favorite question to ask people. It's a disclaimer. It's no wrong answer, so ain't no pressure.
Okay.
All right. Out of these things in life, what you think the most important thing is? Is it money, love, respect, time, health, or freedom? Love, money, respect, time, health, or freedom?
Love, money, respect, time, health. Love, money, respect, time, health, freedom. If I had to go with my closest answer, I would say freedom. Because I come from a survival mode. But I learned through survival mode that surviving and living are two different things.
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't think you was gonna say that. Go ahead, though.
Why? What you thought I was gonna say?
I'm gonna wait till you finish and tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're living like you really get to be free, and I'm more of a free spirit. You feel what I'm saying? So I could say love. Time for me now. I know that a lot of people say that that's something that you can't get back, but for me, I'm a time management type of person. Don't get me wrong, but I realize that worrying about the time, like time, as I got deeper into my journey and stuff, I started realizing like time ain't even real for me. You feel what I'm saying? So if I focus on the moment that I have, if I focus on the time that I got left, then I'm gonna be worried about if the clock run out versus be living and just experience and explore. You feel what I'm saying? Like not work. When you have time in the picture, it kind of make you feel like you're on a crunch. I gotta do this by this time. I gotta have this, and I gotta scratch this off my list or do X, Y, Z. If I remove that, I'm just living my life in the present moment. You know what I'm saying? In that present time frame, so I ain't worried too much about what happened in the past or the future. I'm right here in the now, allowing myself to just exist. And a lot of times we don't do that. You know, we don't allow ourselves to exist. We be like, I gotta do this by this time, or this gotta be done. I gotta have this right now. No, just when we relax in the moment and be present, we realize like I really don't have anywhere to be but this moment. You feel me? Like, but love would definitely be a part of that freedom because, like I said, unconditional love is my superpower. That's how I engage with people. That's how I connect with them. But freedom would be first because sometimes with love, we don't give ourselves the chances to be free. We be so busy trying to show other people other things or pour into other things before we give ourselves that chance to actually be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So with that freedom, once you free, you gonna be able to automatically pour that out into the world or to other people like you want to and do what you want to do while you're doing it.
Word. I like that.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Well, do I get to ask you what was your answer to the question, or is just Chris is your question?
no, you can talk. You can ask me whatever you want.
I want to know what was your answer to that question.
Love all day. Love all day.
Elaborate.
I remember I was in the hospital and I was sharing my room with a dude. We split the room with the curtain door. And one night he was an older dude. And one night he just woke up like going crazy, man. Going crazy. Like, God, take me now. I hate my life. Take me now. And I'm looking at this dude like, nigga, you tweaking. Go to bed, bruh. And then we got like deeper into it. And he was telling me he see me getting visits. They said the hospital, St. Mary's Hospital said, in VCU said, I broke the visiting record. Like literally, I was in the hospital for months and got multiple visits every single day. Literally, no exaggerate, except one day. That's because I wanted to chill by myself. Like, I ain't letting nobody come up there. People bringing me food, flowers. We just hanging out. I got little parties in my room. And he's seeing all this. And this nigga ain't getting not one visit. And then he heard the brain surgeon tell me, if he can switch lives with me, he would. And I'm looking at the brain surgeon like, what? Because we done already had conversations. He done got his dream car, dream house, like a ladies' man and all that stuff. But he said he don't get half of the love I receive. So I'm thinking, like, dog, I'm like grateful for it. But I'm used to it already. Because ever since like a teenager dude, I've been getting girls and just people showing me love, crazy amounts of love. So it's normal to me, but they looking at it like, oh my God, this is amazing. So many people care about him. Then when I was paralyzed from the neck down, a girl made me a GoFundMe. I ain't know nothing about no GoFundMe. She made it for me. Man, people bless me. One girl sent me $1,500, bruh. And I'm just thinking, dag, people don't, I get so much love, and people see me getting the love. They don't get this type of love, so, and they help me see what type of love I get. I'm like, yeah. And so, and I had a checklist, a bucket list. I checked everything off my list I wanted to do in life. So now I feel I'm just living to make other people happy. But I'm still making myself happy, but in the process of me living life and doing cool experiences, I'm inspiring people to chase their dreams. And they look at me and realize they shouldn't be tripping over what they're going through. Even though everybody struggles and pain different, but I let them know it always could be worse, man. So just enjoy life. So I feel if people was to say, I don't even like Tyrell no more. I don't love Tyrell no more. Forget him. No exaggerating. I probably just wither away and die, bro. For real. I feel like
You said you probably did what?
I probably just wither away and die, man.
Well, why would you say that?
I wouldn't be serving my purpose if I ain't making
But
people
see-
happy and inspiring people. Cause
That's why I would pick freedom. Because you see, at the end of the day, with you aspiring to make other people happy and show them love, the one person you gotta make sure you don't forget is yourself in that process. So, like, even if the world was to stop loving you or stop trying to contact you,
it's over. It'll be over for me.
no, see, but it shouldn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? You still got so much to live for, like you said. Even if don't nobody want to hear you, you got a story to tell. You got aspiration. You got inspiration to give out to people. You can motivate people just by you speaking, and it ain't even just about yourself. Before, that's why again I said freedom, because before I can be motivational to anybody else, I gotta be that same with myself.
What if don't nobody want to hear it though?
Let me tell you something. When I first started on this journey that I was on, people weren't trying to hear what I was talking about.
Not
It's
nobody.
not
Not
about
one
what they
person.
hear. You do it for you, though. That's what I'm telling you. You don't just do it just so people can hear it, though. You do it for you, so you can be expressing your truth, so you can, and the right people gonna hear it at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it make you feel like, oh, I don't have a purpose because don't nobody care no more. No, actually, you always got a purpose as long as you're doing whatever it is that you like to do. A lot of people probably won't see your vision, but it's not meant for them to see it because it's yours. You feel what I'm saying? When you go to sleep at night and you dream, they ain't there. They can't do that. Only you. So you got to keep on. Like I said, regardless of if anybody like way off or they don't want to support you no more, none of that. Like I'm talking about, I had to build my businesses from the ground up, and I had a lot of people that, especially when I really started on my journey, like people was literally like, "Oh no, we ain't doing this," or "We," you feel what I'm saying? But that didn't stop me because I know my purpose is bigger than me. So I'm like, the right people, it's gonna reach them when it's time. The right people gonna feel it. They're gonna hear it. And until then, I'm pouring all of that into me. You know, as within, so without. So if I'm filling myself with love, once I fill my cup up, it's gonna overflow and fill other people's cup. Until that comes, you keep on speaking life into yourself, pouring into yourself, loving on yourself, and allow the ones that don't resonate with you, the ones that don't feel you, that means they ain't for you anyway. But the right people, literally, as long as you're consistent in what it is that you love, the right people just gravitate to you. And you feel it. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't got to do too much. You ain't got to be nothing but yourself, your most authentic self, your genuine self. And the people that's for you literally going to gravitate. So yeah, don't wither away.
I agree with that. Because the more I live, it's the analogy I had in my mind, like Jesus. I don't know why people be comparing me to Jesus, but like Jesus be walking down the street, and the further he walked, the more people start walking with him, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
I be getting a lot of people, but that's what I do it for. I won't be doing it for myself. But somebody said you should say so me what you said. I should focus on myself. But I don't
when
know.
you do it for yourself, though, I'm telling you, you gonna feel that purpose even more. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of times, I ain't gonna lie, like I can't speak for you, but for me, it kind of turned into me. I knew my purpose. I knew that I like to help people, but it turned more into me being a people pleaser. You feel what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Like, yeah, like instead of acknowledging myself and then allowing people to, you feel what I'm saying, feel that love generate or radiate from within me, and then let it pour out. When I grew up, I literally wanted to please people. Like, that was what I liked to do. But like I said, once I got deeper into it, I started realizing, like, you're pleasing everybody, but are you happy with yourself?
Was you
And I
happy?
had to be. I would. If the outside was looking in now, I'm amazingly happy once I took that leap to actually make me matter. But if the outside was looking in, I was not fully happy because, don't get me wrong, I feel good when I make other people.
Yes,
But
that's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, it wasn't engaging in my actual happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like in the things that make me get up and don't get me wrong, that was one of the things where I love to get up in the morning to be like, oh my gosh, I can help somebody out today. I know I got disability, but like I said, I wasn't fulfilling my own happiness as well while doing that. I was focusing my purpose solely on other people's happiness, which again contributes to my happiness, but that wasn't exactly my happy space, if that makes sense. Right. So it's like now once I started to use those same concepts that I was pointing to other people onto myself first and then pour off my excess, I realized that I wasn't overextending myself. As a people pleaser, sometimes people use that to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just tell people all of the time now, I'll never stop being a good person. I just change who I'm being good to.
Yeah, I always say don't be malicious or don't ever be malicious or disrespectful. Just don't be nothing at all.
Because that don't do nothing but come back to you. What energy we put out, it come back. So I'm always a positive person. I just had to learn to distinguish who I could be that way to. Because some people have no purpose of action. Like some people literally like are set out to teach us. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to learn it the hard way because I'm a person that I will give you the shirt off my back. But I realized that a lot of times in doing that, a lot of people already knew that I was going to give their shirt off their back. So while I'm shirtless, they got multiple shirts. You feel what I'm saying? I'm shirtless, but they got multiple shirts. A couple of jackets and pants. You feel me? So I had to start realizing, like I said, that didn't change me from being positive or being nice or being my kind self. No, I just started taking people's actions, not for what I expected them to be or what I seen the potential for what they could be for who they showed me, though. And that helped me out a lot. Like, it is not selfish to be selfless.
I don't never be in the middle, or I always try to be hot or cold. So I look at that like it's kind of like setting yourself on fire to keep somebody else warm.
Correct.
That's how I look at that.
Correct.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, especially if you are a loving person, you will dead ass do that. Like, in a sense, like literally, we kind of do that a lot, and we don't recognize that we're doing it. That's why I said, like, once I started going on this journey, becoming self-aware, acknowledging like my faults and my flaws and where I can start working at. Because at first I used to blame other people, like, oh, this person kind of used me. This person did this. This person did that.
You
but
let them use you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they couldn't do it if I allowed them to. So I had to start sitting back and taking self-awareness and being like, where am I going wrong? Where am I setting this precedent to make people think like, oh, well, I can do this, or I can get over, or I know it's this way, so I, you know what I'm saying? Like, setting those firm boundaries. And once I started to, I'm being so honest, once I started putting myself first, the users didn't like me anymore. Because the same way that they could use me before, they no longer could. I had boundaries. All right.
I look at life like a scale, bro. Like 1 through 10, like with relationships, life, business, everything. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get all 10 points. So I feel like if you with a girl or with a dude or whatever, or a business agreement, if the person giving you, and I ain't gonna settle for no 20%, but if they giving me like 75, 80%, I think that's cool. Do you think you can get 100%?
I was about to say I think that's fair, but I also think that's settling because see.
That's what I hold on. That's what I said.
I think you can get I think you get 100%.
I think you always gotta settle sometimes, though, man.
Huh? Hold on, it's breaking up. I can't hear you. You said what?
I don't know if it's I ain't no pessimist or nothing, but I just think you always gotta settle for some stuff, man.
See, and it's all in the way we think. It's all in the way we think. If I think that I must settle because I ain't gonna be able to get this or I ain't gonna be able to get that, then that's what I'm already speaking. But see, if I speak that into existence and I portray myself around that fact that I know that I deserve 100%, so I won't settle for anything less than that, that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, 85% is definitely okay. It's the view. It's definitely the view. Yeah. That's looking like something. I told you that looking like, oh, you said it's villas.
Nah, this a hotel right here.
Oh, yeah?
I was staying in the villa.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, go ahead. You can get everything you want.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but I said, I don't don't feel that you have to settle for it. Don't get me wrong now. I'm a person that 85% is cool with me. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as like effort, I'm not settling. Like I feel like I deserve 100%. And what I'm saying that I deserve, granted, we're going to also make sure that we saying that that's what's going to be reciprocated as well. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm going to reciprocate 100, then I deserve to get 100 back. Now, if I'm coming to you half-ass 50-50, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, wifi connect.
I think it's low.
My bad. I
think it's low. You on the elevator.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, it was loading a little bit, but it's back now.
Alright. So, you really feel like you can get 100%, bro?
I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Do you think somebody can really love you and cheat on you?
That's a tricky question.
How?
Me personally, I'm such a realist that I can see both sides of the perspective. But if it's from me personally, then I would say this: I don't think that somebody can love you and cheat on you. Now I get there are a lot of people have been through survival mode, and certain people can only do things from where they are. But I feel like if you love somebody, you gotta be really. You can be real enough.
Like go if your partner go on a trip and sleep with somebody, they really can have it, so you never can know about it, but you would want to know.
Yes.
God!
I'm real. Like, I'm real. I understand that stuff happens. I understand that. You know what I mean?
So what if they tell you? What if they get away with it, but it's eating them up, and they tell you like a year later? Be like, I gotta tell you.
Then I would kind of be upset because you waited a whole year to not tell me. Like, you could tell me from the beginning, and again, don't string me along with it. Tell me the truth from right there. I messed up. I would much more respect it if it's told to me ahead of time, and again, you allow me to have my mindset on. Versus you being like, well, I waited because I ain't want you to feel like, and I know how that was gonna make you feel, and you was going through X, Y, Z. Don't try to sugarcoat it or no, like I would rather you tell me in that moment, like, look, I'm a man up, I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna own up to my shit. Like I did X, Y, Z while I was X, Y, Z, and then again, allow me to feel how I feel behind it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would respect it if you being 100 with me versus it being like, oh well, I did it, but I ain't gonna tell you. And then a lot of people like to do this thing where they will wait until you find out. And then you already know. Now you want to tell me after I already know. No, I don't like that.
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely would rather to be told. But I definitely feel like I said, I can understand it from both perspectives, though, because I do know that stuff happens. However, I feel like if you love somebody, you ain't cheating on them.
I'm glad you said that. You said because stuff happens. So, do you think cheating can be a mistake?
See, we getting into a thin line again, that double-edged sword. Now, I am a firm believer that cheating can sometimes be a mistake.
Ooh.
I'm a firm believer in that. Because, like I said, sometimes things happen, but me personally, like I said, I feel like if I'm in a relationship, I don't gotta do no cheating. Like, I'm not going behind your back. Like, people are used to people that do that. Like, oh, no, I know you probably doing something. No, I'm not like that. Like, I'm a real person. So if I feel like I gotta go do something, that means that I'm unhappy where I am. So we need to have an adult-ass conversation and talk about what's going on as to why it's unfulfilled, and how we can fix it or even stop wasting each other's time. But like I said, I have been through situations, so sometimes, like, shit does happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, some people actually get caught up in the moment. Like, and some people are intentional with shit, okay? But like I said, that's why for me it would go off of you having a conversation with me, actually being truthful with me and letting me know and then letting me decide. Like, because like I said, I'm an understanding person, so I get that shit happen depending on the depth of what the fuck going on? Because if it's just on some like you playing with me and then you want to walk over top of me because of the fact that you know that I'm a genuine, understanding person, then that's a different story. Because no, that means you don't have any boundaries for me. But if you are genuinely a person that has learned from mistakes, I'm a firm believer in second chances as well. If there is action behind them, if you showing that you really understand that you messed up, that this ain't never happening again, we ain't never got to go through that again, we ain't got to worry about that. You learned your lesson from your mistake, blah, 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 we talked about it, we overcame that. It's my decision then to be like, if I want to stick around there, if I don't. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, don't let that be like, we set a precedent that, oh, this is what I'm okay with. Like, you can just do whatever no, it ain't like that. Like, I'm very understanding, but to a certain extent, like, I'm going to also set those boundaries. Like, no. I would much rather somebody be truthful with me first. That's just like in a marriage. A lot of people in marriages, like, they'll be married as hell, but one of them going out and cheating. And then they come back and they still making up afterwards. They still speaking to each other, talking about the incidents that happened. But it's like, okay, how are we going to fix this? How are we going to get over this? In marriage, it ain't just as easy as in a relationship to just be like, oh, well, we not together no more. Married people fix those type of things. So, like I said, I'm a firm believer in a second chance, but not no, like we not setting no, that's why, again, I said it's a double-edged sword because me personally, I feel like if you love me, then you're supposed to love me enough to let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? Relationships are two different people from two totally different backgrounds intertwined with each other. So communicate with me like an adult when I'm wrong. And if I'm not understanding you, make me understand. Let me know that you're expressing yourself in a way that it's not a, let's have an adult-ass conversation about it. The problem is a lot of people don't have that effective communication skill, so they lack that part, and they feel like, oh, I can't come to you and say this because you're going to automatically go off, or I can't say this. No, be your most authentic self with me as a friend, even if it's in a relationship. Act as if I was a friend in that relationship, and with a friend, you will be honest with them. You will tell them the truth. So tell me the truth and allow me to do with that truth what I want. Period. But yeah, I don't know. Love it. If you can love a person and cheat on them, that's, like I said, double-edged sword, because I can't say that just after somebody go out and cheat that just means, oh, I don't love you no more. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I feel like if you love me, then you wouldn't do that from the beginning. Like, we can just have our conversations. Look, this is not working for me. I feel as if you lacking in this area. You got strengths in this area, but this part right here for me is X, Y, Z. And that ain't like saying, like, you nasty, you did, you nasty, like that. You actually genuinely asserting the situation and being a real friend, saying how you feel. From that, I can do what I must. But if you don't give me the opportunity, you just be like, well, you don't do this, you don't do this for me, you don't give me enough in this area, and then you go out and cheat. And then now, not only that, you didn't tell me what could be done to fix it. But then you wait a year and then be like, oh, well, hey, like, it just been on my conscience, I gotta tell you. Now I'm gonna be like, why we couldn't talk about that then? Like, now that's gonna make me not want to give that second chance because you weren't open and honest with me from the beginning. You just kind of like lied. Like, even though it's like a little, well, I ain't lied, I just didn't tell the truth. Yeah, I get that part too, but no.
Hey, you went off just now.
Yeah, cause that one right there, that's a deep one.
It's my last question. All right, so do you think you can be in love with more than one person at a time?
In love? No.
Why not?
I do feel that you can love more than one person at a time.
I know you can do that. I be real intentional with my words.
Yeah, but that's why you heard how I said in love. I don't think so.
All right. I think you can, though, to be honest, for real.
I think, and like I said, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. I think for me, love is sacred. What would you say is the most valuable thing in life for you at the moment?
I have to say peace, man. Peace.
That's a good answer.
I value my peace, man. Oh my God, that's the most important thing. My life is literally, I don't have one speck of drama in my life. Soon as I see somebody bringing some drama in my life, I kick them out of my life.
There you go.
One,
That's how you got to. You gotta
one
block that
strike.
negativity.
Procrastinating somebody. I mean, if I super love a girl, I'll give her another chance. Like me and my old girl, we had a date set up. Something happened, she couldn't do it. I was like, cool. She did it again. I just broke up with her. I told her why. I said, I can't, nah. You're gonna keep on bucking if I keep on letting you do it. We was in a full-blown relationship too. Talking about doing everything with each other. But I cut everything off. You gotta keep your word. You gotta be nice. You gotta be kind. I'm not tolerating no crazy stuff. People say I'm gonna end up alone and old if I keep living like that. Keep clipping people, but oh well.
Don't listen to them people. Don't listen to them people because again, by being your genuine self, you're gonna attract genuine people just like that. That is not the truth. You're gonna end up alone by yourself. See, people are not used to setting boundaries. They're used to settling. So they try to speak that fear into your plan. Keep on setting your boundaries, and the people that's for you literally will gravitate for you, and the people that are not is going to run them away. It's going to run them away. But you don't want inauthentic anyway. You want authentic people, genuine people, loving, caring, kind. You know? Yeah.
It's been real, man. I thought I was gonna be on here for like 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah, nah, I ain't even gonna lie. This makes me want to do this more often. Like, and it's crazy because I'm supposed to be starting a podcast called Divinely Guided, The Uncomfortable Truth. It's like this just opened me up to doing sessions like that as well, though, because that was actually good. Like, those questions that I just got asked, like, I'm like, it made me actually dig within and think intellectually. So I definitely appreciate that. I definitely do. I do.
Just serving my purpose, man. That's all.
Okay? And you're doing a good job at it.
I appreciate it, man. You have a good night, man. It's broad day over here.
Okay, well, you have a good day over there.
All right, man. Peace.
All right.